I'm gonna make a bold statement and say there hasn't been a good AI tool that makes faceless content.
How dare you?
But I got lucky and got early access to this new AI tool called Agent Opus. And this tool is really good. I mean, I posted the video that I created from it and it got over 400 comments in the first 24 hours. Even though that's amazing engagement, there are some glitches that we do have to talk about. So in this video, we're gonna talk about why you should be creating faceless content, a look inside Agent Opus and the examples that I've done so far, what style I won't be doing, and of course my process of how to access it. Now when it comes to faceless content, this is perfect for content creators who are trying to scale and not always be in front of the camera. It's also great for my introverts who are trying to be present on social media but have no desire to be in front of the camera at all. And especially for my business owners who want to just concentrate on the business and not necessarily on just creating content 24/7. This is what faceless content allows you to do. And we're going to talk about Agent Opus, which is an amazing platform that's going to allow you to do all of that. So let's get right into it. Now, what you're seeing is inside of Agent Opus, which is in beta right now as this is being recorded. So you have a place where you can write your prompt for your video. You have your projects and what the community has created. Now, what started all of this was a video that I saw right here about Taylor Swift.
Is Taylor Swift's The Life of a Showgirl pop's boldest cash grab yet? Critics call it spectacle over substance, accusing Swift of trading raw storytelling for glossy production and endless merch drops. Reviewers slam the album's lyrical repetition and say it's more brand extension than artistic reinvention, with one commentator calling it her weakest and least interesting work yet. But here's the twist. What if Swift...
Now, I can only assume Team Opus did this particular video, so I wanted to try it myself. So, of course, I had to do Nipsey Hussle, but what was easy was that all I said was, I want to make a 90-second video, and I gave it the script that I wanted. It's going to go over the script that you have, allow you to pick what kind of style that you want, and this is what it came up with.
Was Nipsey Hussle's The Marathon just an album? Or the foundation of a revolution? Critics called him a neighborhood rapper with lofty dreams, questioning his slow grind and obsession with ownership. They said selling a $100 mixtape was a stunt, a cash grab dressed up as independence. But here's the twist. What if Nipsey's every move, from the Crenshaw store to the Marathon clothing app, was a masterclass in building generational wealth from the ground up? What if this so-called cash grab was really a crash course, teaching creators how to turn respect into revenue and fans into family? Was Nipsey a businessman chasing profit, or a visionary designing freedom in real time? Blueprint or hustle?
Now, for me, when I look at an AI tool, especially from faceless content, I like to see a balance between actual footage and AI footage. And I felt like that did it perfectly. Well, I can't say perfectly. There were some glitches that I noticed because I'm just a huge Nipsey fan. But from like a random person who may have saw that looked up to par. But I'm speaking for you. So 1 to 10, let me know what you think about the Nipsey Hussle video. But let's get into another example. Now I saw this post on Instagram about Stephen Bartlett and I was like, okay, let's try to make a video out of this. So this time I picked a male voiceover and a different layout called Fast Cut. Now I kept the prompt very simple again. I did make a video around 90 seconds and here is the script and I gave it the script. Now let's see how it did.
Is Stephen Bartlett quietly becoming the Disney of the creator economy? Critics might call it hype, a flashy valuation, podcast fame, and a social media empire built on perfectly packaged wisdom. They say it's personal branding at scale, less authenticity, more algorithm. From the diary of a CEO to his stake in multiple startups, Stephen's turned conversation into capital, transforming vulnerability into venture. He's made self-development bingeable and business storytelling cinematic. But here's the twist. What if this isn't just content? What if it's infrastructure? What if Diary of a CEO isn't just a podcast, but a prototype for a media empire? One that merges influence, commerce, and creativity, like Disney did with film, parks, and products. Every guest becomes part of the Bartlett universe. Every clip, quote, and cutscene feeds the brand mythology. He's not chasing virality. He's designing longevity. So, is Stephen Bartlett the future CEO of the creator economy, or just its most polished product? Visionary architect or master marketer? What do you think?
Now, let me keep it a buck. There are some scenes that I probably would change automatically. And the problem with this platform right now is that you can't change any scenes at this moment. You actually have to create a whole new project. But in my mind, I would probably just download it, put it in another video editor, and those 2 frames or 3 frames that I may switch out, I would just do it manually. And something like that probably would take me hours to create because I'm not really good with the After Effects and motion design, none of that. But this next one, I wanted to see how it would do with just a link to my video. Now for this one, I wanted to take an existing video that I had already posted and see what it can do as far as making it a short form video. Because as you can see, it can do article to video, X to video, news to video, and script to video, but it doesn't say anything about video to video. So let's try it. All right, so I did a video about the Meta Ray-Bans, and so literally I just kept it very simple. I said create a video about Meta AI glasses from this video, and I gave it the link to my YouTube video. And this is how it came out.
Ever wish you could capture life hands-free in the moment without missing a beat? That's what Meta AI glasses deliver. Forget fumbling with your phone. Just tap your glasses and you're recording crisp 3K video or snapping Ultra HD photos, all from your own point of view. The battery lasts up to 8 hours, so you're set for a full day out. The lenses transition automatically outdoors, so you're always comfortable and ready to shoot. Plus, you can control everything with the Meta AI app. Sync your calendar, tweak your settings, and even ask the glasses to edit your pics on the fly. If you want to share your world as you see it, Meta AI glasses are your new secret weapon. Ready to level up your content? Try them out and see the difference.
I'm not gonna lie, I wish there was a little bit more footage of me inside of the video, but I'm not gonna lie, I didn't give it a detailed prompt for them to know that. So as simple as that prompt was and for how detailed that video was, I'm not mad at it. Now I have to tell you about a style that I will not be using on this particular platform. And it has to be the avatar one. Now hear me out. Now, even though AI avatars are a huge topic, when it comes to cloning yourself, I've realized when the platforms start, it's not all the way there yet. And that's where we're at with Agent Opus. It's not all the way there yet. The voice isn't all the way there yet, and the person is not all the way there yet. What I will say, I like how they don't have the person in the video the whole time. Like you still get kind of a peek, which allows you to integrate more of AI and yourself into it. So I'm cool with that. But personally, since this is like version 1 of this, I'm not going to do it just yet. But that's not to say I won't do it later on when they kind of tweak it a little bit more. Now I do have a concern because I see this Tupac one and now I'm like, are we allowed to upload other people's likeness, which is going to cause a lot of deep fakes that shouldn't be there, because not everybody has good intentions when using these AI tools. Plus, I just think it's not fair to change the narrative of some of these people. So for me, I'm going to avoid uploading other people's likenesses from an avatar and voice standpoint. Now let's talk about how do we get access to Agent Opus. Now I'm gonna be honest, I had to get on the waiting list, then I had to watch the live stream, fill out a form, and kind of like pray, I'm not gonna lie. The very first video I did, I jumped on a call with the Opus team to give my feedback. So everything that you're hearing, I actually told the team first. So to join the waiting list, I'm gonna put that link in the description, as well as the link to join Lions Behavior, which is my private community where we're testing out all of these different AI tools. We're experimenting with different prompts, but one of the benefits of joining is also that you get early access to tools like this. So some of the people already had access to this when I got it as well. Plus, you're not going to be alone trying to figure out all of this whole AI world and this whole content world. We're doing it together. Now, this is version 1, or maybe they're on version 2 of this tool, but compared to some of the other AI tools, this is probably one of the most impressive ones that I've seen. Something like that would have taken me hours to make, maybe even days, because I'm not really good with After Effects and everything. Or I would probably have to pay an editor, which would have taken 24 to 48 hours to get back. So when we're looking at AI tools like this, it's more of what's going to give us our time back or what is going to allow us to save money. And I don't remember where I heard it from, but successful entrepreneurs and creators are the ones that know how to close the gap between idea and execution. I think it was Stephen Bartlett, but don't quote me on that. And that's what Agent Opus did. It took an idea, we gave it the time, and it created a full-blown video that just needed minor tweaks. So let me know what you think about Agent Opus, and if you're looking for other AI tools to help you edit faster or don't even edit at all, check out this video.